Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Oblivion. If you weren't with us last time, we got on a boat, uh, or I don't know, we sort of accidentally ended up on a boat. Depends on how you look at it. Uh, but this group of fresh-faced, inexperienced adventurers were just going about their day when the alarm rang and their uh, Bulge was under attack by some strange plant creatures who were carrying off citizens and climbing the walls, and were headed towards a ship. So we followed them onto the ship, and we were in the process of searching the ship when we discovered several things about it. One, it being that it's mostly empty. Two, that the sails don't actually do anything except look nice. And three, there's like a weird plant creature in one of the quarters that is maybe driving the ship. So, oh, and I guess the other weird thing, there's another weird thing. It flies. So, when we left off last time, we were aboard a plant controlled flying magic ship. So, everything is great.
Whoa, now. I never used the word magic.
It's also mostly not plant controlled because most of the plants are dead.
Right. But
so it's almost not controlled.
It's yes, so we're on a nearly uncontrolled flying ship.
Yeah.
Everything is great.
Great.
And that's pretty much where we're at.
Yeah. Wait. We're not on that page.
No, we're
on any page.
We're on the boat page, unfortunately.
You're on the boat page. Yeah. So I'm gonna do a quick apparently I'm not, just kidding. There we go. I just wanted to kick everybody back to the tower page real quick.
Yes.
Just to give us a bigger scope before we zoom in on the ship.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're on that ship, but in the kind of bottom right hand corner. And yeah, those are all the plant creatures that were attacking the tower. I think that we had mentioned that in the time y'all had gotten on the ship and looked out, and well, at least that probably Kater and maybe Keldrin had seen like some archers had come out, and so these plant creatures are all like scaling the walls of the tower here, being picked off. But there's still a pretty heady fight going on, especially over here at the eastern entrance. And just as a reminder, there was another ship that had landed up here to the northeast, and it appears that at least one person had been taken aboard that ship. But as well, y'all were just taken off as the episode ended last time, but it doesn't appear that ship has taken off yet. So, so that is where we are. So let's kick us over to our ship again. That should work. There we go. I guess I need to go over there now too. Yeah. So specifically on the ship, Kater had climbed up and was trying to cut down all the mast and riggings and sailings. And I cannot remember, Kater, were you still up there when the ship had alighted? Okay.
Yeah, I had to make a nice little deck save to make sure I didn't just fall down and die.
That's right, yeah. So he grabbed hold to keep himself from falling down. Keldrin was on the main deck, probably still trying to figure out why he's on a ship.
Yep.
And then Elenius had disappeared into the cargo deck and had finished scouring the cargo deck and had not found anybody or anything. He knows that there's one more deck that these stairs over here lead down to, but he had not been down there yet because at that moment, I believe Stavid, who was clearing out the main deck quarters over here, came across a plant creature. And I think Stavid had yelled something out, which is what caused the Linnaeus to pause, but I don't remember. Somebody watching last episode.
I don't remember what
Stavid said.
Yeah.
I think it was like a what the hell, I think is what I said.
Okay, yeah. And that was where we had left. And this plant creature does look a little different than the you've seen a few. And like it's just the other ones had like the head that rose out of the stalk was a little more triangular, and this one's a little more I don't know what shape that is. It's kind of not triangular, it's almost circular. It's like circular with a couple points, which I know doesn't make much sense, but it's kind of the way it looks. And it looks a little bigger, even though it's not larger. It just looks like it takes up a little more space than the other ones. And it's sitting this whole number 5 room. There's plants and foliage like everywhere. And it looks like it's sitting like on some kind of uplifted, I don't know, is it a bush? Is it like, it's not a tree, but like, is it like what is it? Like it's sitting on something, because it's like almost propped up the way that it's sitting. Like you've seen these things move now, how they move, and it's clearly not moving or standing or in an upright position like the other ones were. It's sitting, if you will. And yeah, so when you like what the hell, the thing looks back at you, and you all hear, well, not you all, but and it's where its head is. I don't make play that again, but yeah, it's where its head is. There's its little opening opens up, and every time it does, that's what you hear. So it's clearly like it seems to be it's communicating in some way, but that's all you hear. But otherwise, it does not do anything else besides that. And the ship had risen out of the water while all that was going on.
So it's communicating. I mean, I don't know how to read the body language of these things, but is this hostile? Is this what, like?
Normally I'm okay with things like insight checks, but you have no idea. Like there's nothing here that's, I mean, it did not lash out a pseudopod at you, and it didn't fire any kind of pellet at you, and that's besides sticking its pods to the side of a ship and climbing up. That's all you've seen from these things. So yeah, there's no way to tell what it's doing.
Can I hear that sound from where I'm at, like at the entrance?
Yeah, I probably so, because it would sound like talking. I mean, it's not talking, but if somebody were having a conversation from 25, 30 feet away, you could probably hear it. So yeah, you hear, like Stav would say, "What the hell?" And then you hear it's distant, but you hear that kind of rustling sound.
David, what are you doing?
Get in here!
What? Get in there. Okay. Look back up at Kater up in the rigging up. Stavid says I've got to go in there, so I'm gonna go in there. I'll hopefully we'll be right back. You should come down. So yeah,
whenever.
Come down that hallway and peek around behind Stavid.
And Kater, as you're coming down, you feel the ship kind of rise again as you're coming down. So
Yeah. What is that? Ooh, what is it doing?
I don't know what you are, but you better put this ship back down.
Yeah. Yes. Down on the back in the
I'm brandishing the sword like as menacingly as I can. I'm not attacking yet.
okay. Yeah. Oh, right. And Elenius wouldn't have heard. I mean, might have heard what the hell, but he also felt the jolt in the ship. That's right. I forgot. Like everybody would have felt that. So yeah. So Elenius is starting to head back up. Yeah. So you brandish the sword. Yeah. It does not do anything besides it continues to make noises with that mouth.
Kelvin's like gesturing behind you, like ship down in the water, ship down into the water, no more down.
What else is the room like?
It's just like covered in branches and twigs and foliage and although I will, since you're like looking around, you two are both standing there and like, what hell? Make a nature roll.
Nature.
Interesting.
Oh, I don't know anything about nature.
I don't think I do.
We live on a floating island. What is this nature you speak of?
I've seen in nature before.
Ooh, yeah. Hey, look, we both know a lot about nature.
Wow, man. So here's the thing. Oddly
got a
enough,
0 and a 1.
and here's the thing that strikes you. None of this nature in here looks like any nature you've ever seen. I mean, granted, again, live on a floating island, but I mean, there's
Spots.
Yeah. I mean, there's parks and things. Yeah. And like, if you had not seen these creatures, if you had just walked into this room and this creature wasn't here, you'd have been like, I don't know what this stuff is in. That like all of a sudden it's like, I guess those look like leaves, but I've never seen a leaf look like that. I guess that could be like, it just looks different. It's odd. It is something very foreign to Asalia at the least.
Sabit will step in to the room.
I knew it. Stop it. Space plants.
Space plants. And just kind of continue to survey the scene. Like, is this thing? I don't know what information I can get from it. Like, has it just been sitting here the whole time? Is it? Are these plants like part of it? Is it like?
No, they're not. You can tell. I mean, they're not connected in any way that you see. No, there's some other.
Like growing here, as far as I can tell, or are they like debris that's been left?
So you feel like it would be debris.
Okay.
But you also don't know if you stood in this room for a day or two, like, would the shit start growing more?
But you said last week that this is a ship. It's not a ship I recognize per se, but it's a ship. It looks like a.
It looks like a large galleon. I mean, it looks like bigger. It's a bigger ship than like the ships of Cloudforth, because they have generally smaller ships. They can move a little quicker. But otherwise, yeah, it's a ship. And it's a boat that happens to be flying.
Stop this ship! Put us down!
Yeah, I'm gonna like hold my hand up, and I'm gonna press to digitate an image of this ship. And I'm gonna do one where it's like clearly up in the sky, like sky and clouds and stuff. I'm gonna no, and then I'm gonna disappear that one and make one with it in the water. Yes, good. In this ship in the water, like this.
You hear. I'll play it again because you hear more of this, and it's a little bit louder this time. Not just because you're closer, but it's just it seems to have raised its
Yelling at us. I don't think it's. Stop it! I don't think we're gonna be able to get it to land the ship.
What do we do? We kill it?
And all of a sudden, and Elenius, I'd say in this time you could have moved yourself like 2 rounds worth of squares, whatever that would be. And same thing for Kater.
How high up was I?
I think you had said 40 feet up.
Okay.
Are each one of these squares 5 feet?
Yes.
Okay, so I had to essentially get to the deck in that time. Oh no. Double movement. Okay, never mind. I guess I'd be like here.
Elenius, are you running or are you just walking swiftly?
I'm walking swiftly. I'm not double moving.
Okay.
Because Elenius felt a shift. Didn't sound like a battle. Didn't sound like we're flying through the air. For example.
And when you come up on deck, you realize that the ship is moving. And it's not really rocking back and forth like a ship does on the ocean. It's moving up.
So once he gets above deck, then he'll start running.
Okay. Okay. And so so you run up there. So you and Kater get to there, and all of a sudden, when Stavid raised his sword and said, I forget the last thing you just said.
Do we kill him?
Or do we kill him? All of a sudden, all 4 of you here again. Kater and Elenius, it's like distant, but it's people talking because you hear Stavid go, "Do we kill it?" And it's from a room, a couple doors away. But all of a sudden, you all hear, and you don't know what it is you hear, but you understand. You hear, "If you kill me, the ship will crash." And it's clearly coming from the plant creature.
You understand me? What are you doing? Where are you taking us?
Wait, how did it?
I don't.
And it is weird. It is. Because it did, when it spoke, you heard the sound clip, you heard the rustling sound. But for whatever reason, when it said that, you understood it. And so when you say, would you say, "Where are you taking us?"
Yeah.
We are taking you home.
Okay, wait. Where do you think home is? Because home is back there where we were before the boat was flying.
And Keldrin and Stavid, make an insight check. for not so much body language, but just for what it just said. Keldrin, you didn't really
This is
pick up on.
weird.
But Stavid, when it said home, like, again, it came out rustling and it came out as home, but it just sounded, it didn't sound like home to you. Like, you don't know what it sounded like, but like when people talk about home, they talk about going home, right? I mean, it's home, and it didn't sound like home. It sounded like I'm taking you home, and it was very odd the way it came out. And Katara and Linnaeus, by this time, if you desire to have been up there, you could have kept moving, and I don't know if that's what you desire or not, but
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What
are
do you
we
mean?
hearing this plant sound now? When it
say again.
talks? Are we hearing this plant sound now when it talks?
Yes. Yeah.
How high up are we now?
Before you ran in, you were, I had this mapped out. So you'd be probably 100 feet off the water by now.
It was climbing pretty fast.
Plenty. That's plenty.
But well, yeah. No, never mind. Go ahead.
What do you mean home?
Yeah, I don't.
And where's the other person that stole?
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
I asked, what do you mean home? And also, where's the other person that you stole?
There was one, but you brought us 5. They will be happy. Happy's not the word they use. Not a word they use. They will be synonym somewhere. Yeah. Content.
Pleased.
Pleased. Pleased is probably better.
Oh God.
Okay, yeah, we don't want to go to them. That's not home. We need to turn around and go back to our actual home. We can't go wherever your home is.
But you are.
Yeah, but we can't do that. We got to go back that way. You got to take us back there. We can't.
It doesn't say anything.
We got to get off this boat. This isn't good.
I agree. Why attack now?
What's wrong with now?
Plants.
I guess, why attack at all?
It is the nature of our people.
Oh. What are your people called? What should we call you?
So it doesn't seem to understand. Like you can tell, like, when you say that, it's like it's we are the, I mean, it's like It's like we're the people, essentially.
Guys, I don't know what this thing is, but this boat's not getting any lower. If we don't do it now, we're going to be too.
Yeah, we got it.
If we don't make a decision, then we will have yes. So if we're gonna do something, we should do it right now.
Yeah, like get off this boat.
Do you think we can survive this fall?
Well, there's a bunch of cut up sails out there, right?
Well, it'd be jumping into water, so we wouldn't have to stay on the boat.
Just grab a bit of sail, hold it in two hands, make a little parachute, jump down in the water. Everything's great. We're off the boat. We can go to actual home and not wherever these weird plants from definitely not this planet think is home, or at least not this part of this planet.
Do less talking then.
Yeah. Let's.
What do you call this world?
This is for all.
Well,
Thank you. This is Vorla.
It's a lot of. You guys are from a different. What?
I don't know. They're not from Vorla. This thing is not from. I mean, maybe it's from somewhere in Vorla. We don't know, but
Like this.
it's a real weird part of Vorla if they're from Vorla.
We just jumping ship? Are we taking the ship down with us? Did you find the other guy?
No.
Guy.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Person, human, like us.
Human.
Well, I mean, some of us. Well, one of us. Being creature
One of
like
us,
us. Creature,
human.
creature like us.
Creature.
Mm-hmm.
Creature.
Person.
Mm-hmm. You will find him below decks.
Okay.
They have probably started the extraction.
Oh, okay. That's not good.
All right.
All right. Well, we gotta go. It's been great talking to you. This is a real nice boat you have.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I was going the wrong way and doing the wrong thing.
so the middle one's down.
Yeah, the middle one's down.
Yeah, the middle one's down. Yep.
What is extraction?
You could also the number 9 there. I mean, if you wanted to jump down,
Oh yeah.
you could actually jump all the way down because it is open all the way down. Like it's a big, what is that? A big hold or what's that called? Is it labeled something?
Yeah, the whole.
That's the hold. Yeah. So I mean, it actually is open. So now it's what, like 20 feet down, maybe.
Yeah, no.
Is there any rope or anything leading down in it?
Oh, I've got rope.
I mean, like already like rope attached.
No, because you don't really notice any cargo.
That makes sense. Oh, I mean,
No, I mean, you could go like cut some rope off the. I mean, there's rope like off the riggings and stuff. You want to take the time to do that.
Kater was thinking to grab the edge of it and then jump to here, that 10 feet down,
Oh, okay. So like grab hold and swing down and jump down.
and then next turn do that again to get down to the bottom.
I like it. Just make a simple athletics check
A simple athletics.
or acrobatics, however you want to do it.
Oh, not that kind of barbarian rogue. No. Actually, right now they're equal. I'll use athletics. Because it's trying to do it athletically and maybe not succeeding.
Oh, you got a +4. Wow.
Yeah, strong. Told you this guy's strong looking. For a,
It's okay. I was actually thinking of 5 because it is a pretty simple thing you're trying to do.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like the super simple. Yeah. So you like it's not super graceful, but yeah, you land it.
When I see Katar do that, then I'm going to follow suit.
Okay. Or my goals are 1. Oh no. Oh yeah.
14.
Yeah. So yeah, you land it.
And as I'm running by this opening and they're both just diving in it, is there another way down there?
Stairs.
Which? Oh, yep, I got it.
Center
Thank
stairs.
you. Thank you. I
oh,
will
like
go
the
down the
past
stairs.
5 minutes, you've just been watching us do ridiculous things, like climb up onto a boat, jump down into a boat. Like,
Yeah. Who are these
what are
people?
you guys doing?
Yeah, why are they doing all this stuff? This is crazy.
And Keldon, I'd say you'd probably like, because they ran and they kind of just jumped like straight in, and you're like, no, and you kind of ran around. So I would say you would be able to probably see, like just glancing over, probably no one else know who you are. Like, really, how high are we up now? I mean, you're probably double what you were last time, so you're probably a good 200 feet now over the ocean. So just something to keep in mind.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I'll tear down. So while they're doing that, Stavid, I heard it looked like you remained and you said something, and I didn't remember what you said. I didn't hear what you said.
What are they extracting?
We don't know.
What do you mean? Have you ever done this before?
Yes, but not in Borla.
God.
Yeah.
Is it like material, like solid or liquid, or is it like magic? Essence. What's the name of the stuff that I know about?
It we don't know.
Who tells you what to do?
We tell us what to do.
But you don't know what you're doing.
It does not respond. So as you're talking, the others are moving.
Is it dark down there?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, get it. Oh yeah, are you gonna swing down into the next place?
I mean, if it's dark, I was going to get a torch out first.
It's bright enough where you can see because it's still got
Okay.
the light coming in. I just have it
Yeah.
whole darkness just because of.
No, that's what I figured. So yeah, I will jump down into the next pit.
I looked in 7 and 8, right?
Yes, you had cleared the floor. You were actually about to go down the steps, and then you heard the bell.
Okay. That's what I thought I remembered, but I wasn't sure.
Does that help?
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. Okay, it took a minute on my screen.
No
Yeah.
roll needed for this one.
Yeah, so you drop down into the onto the steerage deck as it's called, and like I said, you get the impression like on a normal galleon, this place should be full of cargo, and or like there should be stuff in here, and it is pretty empty except for you see a few Unidentifiable, like, plants, pieces of plants, foliage, like, just on the floor, draped on the floor, things like that. But yeah, otherwise it's pretty empty. There's 2 doors there and there.
I was gonna say, yeah, we don't see any creatures.
You do not see anything here.
15, 20, 25, 30. And he'll use his action to go ahead and get out his short sword and a dagger.
Okay. All right. And Keldrin is
How far behind
running
am
up.
I?
Well, 10 feet down, so whatever. I don't know how stairs. I guess it's still 10 feet. It's just 10 feet of stairs, right?
Yep.
So
Okay.
yeah,
so
make
that
the
was
stairs 10 feet, and then
10 feet down to the cargo deck, another 10 feet down to steerage.
Well, so you go 10 feet, then you have to take 5 feet to step off, and then 10, and then it's back on again. Yeah, because it.
So 10, 15.
25 to the bottom.
Yep. Hey, we're a lot higher off the water than we were just a minute ago, so we're gonna have to move this along. And I'm not
We
sure
need
we're gonna be
to-
able to get off this boat.
Helm will protect us.
No one gets left behind, says in a child's voice.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I think we're all going.
And then he points at the closed door.
Oh, they're in there.
They're in one of them.
Shrugs.
Elenius has out his mace and shield.
All right. Cutscene back to Stavid.
Stavid will get more threatening, and I guess bring his blade nearer to the monster and warn him. So you don't turn this boat around. I'm about to make a mess of you. Intimidation.
And are you gonna roll it?
Oh, sure. No, I didn't know if it would work at all. So. Nope. It was the pause. It was the uncertainty.
That's what we're fighting.
I'm not even sure you're good, actually. I like that. Yeah, that's what it's doing. It's laughing at you now. Says, if you kill me, you die. You humans know death, right? Speaking of guns and stuff, look at that. Are you thinking? Are you?
Yeah, I mean, I would. The next action is a brash one. So I'm gonna let these guys take an action.
Oh, good.
All right. Yeah. So we'll cut scene back to the steerage deck. So we get to. I guess just for these purposes, let's roll initiative. Not to say anything's gonna happen, but
If it were to.
probably gonna.
We would just
Right.
want to know in what order.
Right.
It's not good.
That was your attack.
Good. The violent one's going first.
Well, and I think I mean, that's good that Stav would roll initiative, but I'm gonna do their turn first, just because we're back to their turn.
Cool.
And well, actually, I won't roll anything yet. Let's see. All right. So yeah, so Stav had just talked on his turn, so that was, he intimidated. Well, tried to intimidate on his turn. Yeah. All right. So it'd be Keldrin, who's called up.
Yeah.
As Alinea thinks they're moved to the doors. Mm-hmm.
That's good. Let's see. What are we doing? 1, 2. Okay. I can get up to there. What else do I want to do? Can I do another thing?
Actually, I guess I'm back one for an initiative. In case you wanted to be in front of the door for some reason.
I don't know that I really want
I think
to.
you did. But that's where Kater actually is.
Okay. Well, since there's some room up here, I'll just I'm gonna stay in the middle here, but I'll just reach.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just reach over and throw that door open in front of Kater. Are they in this one?
The door in front of Kater open?
Yeah. I'm not gonna be in front of the door because that's not what I want. But I do want Kater to be able to see in there. Oh.
Is there a guy in there?
Yeah. So
Getting extracted.
what? I guess Kater can see that two of the creatures, you're assuming the two that you saw scurry away with this guy, there actually is a makeshift. It's a table, but it's made of leaves and foliage and all kinds of things you don't recognize. They got him down on the table, and he's unconscious. And you see they got all their pseudopods on him, attached to him, and you don't know what they're doing.
Distracted.
But Kater, because that was just perfect. Make a sanity roll.
Ooh,
Oh no!
okay.
Wonderful.
Don't worry, it's not gonna kill you or anything. It's a
I'm gonna make a dex roll because it's the same plus.
okay.
We don't have an actual thing. Oh, good.
So I don't know if this will actually change your action, but when you see in this room, something triggers inside of you, and you go into an auto rage. You just immediately rage.
Spend the rage, go into a rage.
It's free. It's something.
Oh man!
Just triggers, and you're enraged, and all you can think about is destroying plant creatures in this moment.
I will take a free rage. I look forward to more sanity checks and failing them.
Yeah, that might have not a bad one to fail, maybe. But yeah. So yeah, you are enraged right now, and like I said, you are singularly focused right now. In fact, if the other two start talking, it sounds like the plant monsters to you right now. That's all it is. It's just background noise right now.
Got it.
Yep.
I got one job.
Yeah. So Keldrin and they they got their like pseudopods in the creature. When the door opens up, like the heads on their stalks like turn around and look your way. But in like game terms, they're surprised.
Okay.
So they're not doing anything, at least to you, this round.
Right. Can I see the one that's like closest to the wall through this doorway?
Yeah, in that space. I don't know. So I say if you're there, yeah, if you go from the corner of your square, you should be able to see through the door to see the other one. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, when I open the door and see that like there's at least one plant thing in there, I'm gonna look at it and be like, look, this entire thing is really messed up. Plants do not fly ships. They don't even sail ships. This is very wrong. And whatever, if you've got a person in there and you're trying to extract something from him, people don't have like plant stuff in them. So there's nothing in there that you can use. So you just need to knock it off and go back and find some dirt somewhere and be a normal plant.
I feel like I'm supposed to roll a... Yeah.
Yeah, you want to make a wisdom save?
I feel like I have to make a wisdom save. Oh, I think I have this.
You're under no obligation to make that save.
No,
I mean, it's not... I know it's not going to work, but I'm going to yell at the plants anyway.
I had enough time. It's going to work. Ooh, not this time.
Oh, come on!
Nothing I do works. It's fine.
It's not speaking the right language, man.
Yeah, yeah, sorry.
That insult works well anyway.
I'm insulting that plant, though.
It's
I wanted
insulting.
to know
It is
how
definitely insulted.
foolish this all is.
All right. So
that's fine.
Olinius.
Well, I was about to open the wrong door.
Yeah, I mean, you can't see anything, but there's clearly something in there.
Yeah, I mean, Keldrin just started yelling at it.
Now I can see something. 2.
And now that you're there, let's do a quick roll a d8.
A D8.
Yeah, this is not an action. This is a see something real quick. A 7. Okay. So the fella, you can tell as you get closer and be able to look through the door, the guy that is strapped to the table's name is Langley, and you know him as an acolyte from the what was it? He's a Chontian acolyte. And so you actually know him fairly well.
What is his name?
Langley. That was my 1 through 8. How well do you know him check? You know him pretty well.
Good old Langley. Oh yeah, it's old Langley.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna step right here and step right on over his body, and use my action to get these pseudopods off him.
So there's 2 problems with that. One, he's laying on a table, for lack of a better word. And 2, well, how would you remove the pseudopods?
By picking him up,
Grapple.
pulling him off. Yeah, grapple.
Okay. It's going to be, you're going to grapple versus both of them.
Unless you're trying to grapple one of them.
Yeah, try to get one of them off and then the other, rather than both of them off at once.
If you then move, it moves with you, and it's a forced movement, hypothetically. forces the pseudopod off.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Is that assuming like they have a grapple? Is what they is a mechanic that if you can force move them, the grapple ends typically. But they got pseudopods. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I was thinking if I force moved him, then that would break their grapples.
Is force movement usually contested, or?
Once you've done the grapple, no. Once you've gotten the grapple, you can move half speed, and they move with you.
Right. So I was thinking I would grab him and then move him away.
Kind of feels like it should be contested in this situation, but that's just going by feel of like tug of war.
Well,
I mean, you have to make a grapple roll first to beat their grapple.
that's the contest.
Well, you're not beating their strength; you're beating their AC, right?
No,
I'm beating their grapple.
it's beating their grapple, which is acrobatics or athletics.
No, is it you don't when you're grappling you contest their?
When
It's
you're
a con-
grappling, you don't. AC has no play in it. It is their athletics or acrobatics, their choice.
Right.
So you have to use athletics, but then they get to pick their defense. But yeah,
So that would
if you
be-
have the guy that
Yeah, give it a try.
grapples, he'd have to.
Okay.
I'll use. Do we have a new inspiration this game?
Sure.
All right, this is a good time to blow it.
I mean, you might not need to. Who'd you roll first? Yeah,
I like the 19 a lot better than the 12.
that's true.
Taking the 19.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you've picked him up, and so you're trying to move him away.
Yep.
You're taking him. Okay. Yeah. You drag him this way, and they like latched on, and then as you start to move away, they like all the pseudopods retract back into them.
All right, and I'm gonna toss him behind
Overboard.
me.
Out through a porthole.
To here.
We saved him.
All right. Well, hold on. I'm moving you. Sorry.
Yeah,
Let me move that
His
guy.
layers.
There we go.
he's
So
got
you-
bacon. All right,
Yeah.
got the shield up. Do I have what shield of faith? This seems like a good time to cast this. Help if I wrote anything in underneath it. Really help if all pointing heads of things would be wrote. If it's
I
a
do-
full action, I can't use it anyway.
Okay. Yeah, because you've moved. Well,
I moved and I grappled and I finished my move.
okay. So unless you have a bonus, yeah. It is Kater's turn,
Okay,
who is singularly focused right now.
very focused. He is going to run past these two, leap over this other one, because obviously he can't stay in the because I'm assuming it's still like 10 feet tall, the ceiling here.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, leap over to the other side of it in order to start stabbing at it. So this one can take its OA as I leap out of its reach.
It actually cannot this round.
Perfect. Then I'm going to just start stabbing.
Yep.
Oh, because it's surprised?
Sure.
Yeah, yeah, and some other things that happened. Yeah, but yeah.
Oh, and Shield of Faith is a bonus.
I assume that hits. 9. And then Raging Dagger. This will be without the extra strength damage, so -4 on that. So 9 and 4.
So 13.
It's stabbing angry damage.
Yeah, Kater is wailing away, and there's lots of plants all over the floor now. Our little, there it is. Yeah, you're slashing.
And yeah, he will actually be wailing away. He'll sound like a murder of crows
Nice.
going to feast.
All right. So back up top. Stop it. How loud would you say this murder of crows is?
I mean, at the top of it. Well, I mean, yeah, he's a mindless rage, as loud as he can. Murder of crows.
Stop and make a perception roll.
Okay. Reset.
I'd say your sense is on a high alert right now. So
You said perception.
yeah.
Not that high alert.
Yeah. You must. Yeah.
Focused.
You're focused. You are focused.
Baby. Yeah. So he'll bring the sword down, and I'm going for a pseudopod.
Okay.
Just trying to hack like a piece of this thing off.
Okay.
Not a headshot.
Not a headshot. No. Do I hit the piece?
So you feel like that if you had aimed center mass, you probably would have had better success. But like you clip some twigs, but it doesn't seem to do anything.
I'll say, do you fear death? Do you fear pain? Winding up for another swing.
Death is the end result of war.
Is that what this is?
You're attacking me. You're attacking me.
Just ignoring the part where he attacked the tower.
I never attacked you.
What happens when you take us to your home? They gonna welcome us like friends?
What's a friend?
Oh god.
Nope. They're gonna try to extract us.
I want to be extracted.
Me either.
Right now it's extracted or fall to our death. I don't know what the better choice is.
So the conversation continues.
I mean, with slashes mixed in, sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Did that-
But yet, all right, because that's your, yeah. So that was your attack. I guess you have anything else to do?
I mean, just trying to figure out why I missed. Because
All right, Keldrin.
understand this anatomy a little better.
All right.
Thought I hit him, but apparently that was a plant.
So, all right, I'm gonna try to just pull this guy like one square backward so I can step in between him and the doorway.
So you're pulling him like over here.
Yeah, just one.
Okay.
Yeah, just so I can be here and in between him
Okay.
and the extractors.
Okay.
And then that one who's kind of in the middle. See? Ha! Look. This is what happens when plants try to go against birds. Birds rip plants apart, and now you're in a bunch of pieces. Look at you. You don't even have enough pieces left to attack. You're about to die. I will
Here we
continue
go.
mocking you, plant.
Oh,
I mocked a plant.
you did.
mocked the plant.
Yeah, it takes 2 psychic damage. It's
Mark
got
the achievement.
disadvantage on its next attack roll.
All right. It seems confused. It doesn't understand anything that is happening. This crazy bird-like creature is hacking away at my back, and I'm being called names, and I don't understand why. All right,
Good job.
Olenius.
So few spells. All right. Well, he's in the middle of everything, so that's a good spot to be. Can't do a heal, so I won't do that. I think Galenius is where he needs to be, and he's doing what he needs to be doing. So he's just going to try to keep attention of the plant monsters on him, while being dodgy.
Nice.
Are
You
they,
know, they probably needed to roll initiative at some point.
I was gonna say, are they gonna join the fight? They're just gonna let us murder them.
I don't know.
So we killed him.
Tell you what, since I forgot when they were going, we'll just add them to the end.
There you go.
There, it's there we go. They're going
Rolling
7.
until 7.
They rolled a 7.
And then we're gonna see if we would stop.
Yeah, it did not stop.
Assuming a 19 hits.
It does. Yeah, that
And
one.
another 3.
But so the first attack.
It doesn't matter. Blind rage.
Okay.
Dead. And then he'll step up towards the next one.
Is really dead.
See, I told you.
All right. Well, I don't know who I'm gonna hit. You got one being crazy. We got one that mocked me, and he didn't mock me. He mocked. Well, he tried to mock me earlier.
He did. But I'm blocking the way for him.
Got the dodge. That's true. That's true. Got the
And I'm trying to keep their attention.
I'll 50-50 it then. Just because the raging bird thing has really got
Yeah, it does draw some attention.
Yeah, so we'll go even will be Kater.
Perfect.
That's even. All right.
That's even.
Perfect.
I saw the 7 and got my hopes up.
All right. So it will. I just selected it. That's the thing they can fix too. Let's try it again.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. So it that just
Prepares to die.
it does prepare to die. Apparently, yes. It swings out a branch at you, and it catches the side of the ship, and yeah. And yeah, all right, that was fun. It can't move because it's boxed in, and great.
And,
All right,
and is the one up top taking anything but talking actions, or
it is not done anything yet.
just it's not in the order? So I figured I'd throw that out there.
Yep. So speaking of, stop it.
So go for another pseudopod.
You have successfully hit
I will try and slash the pseudopod
Pretty good.
off. Just sever one of its. How many limbs does it have?
It's hard to tell. But you definitely took something off.
Good.
Yeah. It makes a rustling sound that comes out as an injured sound.
Say, this can stop if you take us back.
I respect you.
God, this thing's so weird.
You earn the respect of the plant boat pilot.
You will fall to your death. I respect that.
Okay.
It doesn't do anything else.
I don't know if that's the kind of respect we want, but you know, we'll leave that up to Stavid to figure out.
I'm so confused.
Eldrin.
All right. So yeah, I'm just sort of like poking my head in the door and looking at that other plant. Like, look, you got an angry bird right next to you, and you got this guy in front of you, like waving his arms around, trying to get your attention, and you hit the side of the boat. That's embarrassing.
Oh yeah, it was
Mocked.
embarrassing.
Yes.
Very
One
mock.
psychic damage and disadvantage. Take that, plant creature.
Yes.
It's a little
Yeah.
plant mind.
Olenius.
I'm gonna hold.
Okay. Are you readying an action or are you just holding?
I'm gonna hold until after Cutter.
Okay.
Oh,
Get there.
actually,
No, will not hold. Sorry. Go ahead.
sorry, I forgot. There was one other thing I wanted to do real quick. As I was, if you don't mind, go back for just.
Sure.
I forgot this is a bonus. So as I like lean in the door, and I'm yelling at the plant, also be like, look at Kater real quick, and yes, tear this one apart like you tore that last one apart, you angry little bird man. And inspire Kater to keep
Nice.
tearing plants.
Well, I feel like I might need it, so I'm going to roll it on the dagger. So it's an 11 to hit with a dagger.
Oh,
Whereas
sorry. Yeah, I think I'm less than, or I'm more than 11. Yeah. So the dagger will not hit.
All right, we'll just get a short sword in there for 11.
11. All right. Yeah. And all of a sudden, again, there's a lot of plants.
Try to hit me again.
So Elenius, are you going on 7 with the plant creature?
Yeah, I guess I will.
Drop you down here. And Stavid, make another perception roll as Kater wails and screams. Yeah, that you hear distant. I guess I'll let you describe it.
Yeah, man, it sounds like a ferocious murder of crows. They're hunting something or defending it. I don't know, whatever an angry murder of crows sounds like.
And it's distant, obviously, but It's clear that it's coming from somewhere on the ship. In the meantime, let's see. Linnaeus, you 22'd me with your mace.
Yep.
That's pretty, and for 7 bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the good news is that you're going to bludgeon it into the wall.
Fantastic.
It is going to get one more attack because it goes at the same time. And I guess it would be Kater this time, just because it's been Kater. So here we go. Gonna try to do it. I did it again. That is so annoying. There's only one of these guys on the board.
Oh,
Disadvantage because it's been locked.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So 23 or 7.
I'll take the 7.
Yep. So it lashed out like it was coming right at you in the last minute, like it got bludgeoned by a mace as the appendage sticks in the wall and goes limp. Yeah, so Linus, did you want to do anything else in your turn after you bludgeon it into the wall?
no. I do. Well, yeah, I want to go out here and do a medicine check here.
Wow.
You know everything about him.
So Langley is shallowly breathing.
Good.
You feel like healing would help his cause, but you also feel like something else has happened that, again, you've never experienced before. So even though you rolled a really good number, like these things were doing something to him, and you don't know what. You don't know what yet. Let's put it that way. And so it's, yeah. So I mean, you feel like you could heal him, which would help, but
That's not going to fix it.
right. And he's unconscious, and you don't even think if you healed him right now, he would actually wake up.
But I stabilized him.
Right. So that's true. So I mean, you don't think he's going to die in the, the short term, at least.
Okay.
So if something else happens as a result of what they were doing to him, then, which you're pretty confident that you're going to keep him around at least for a little while.
Okay.
Until we all die from crashing into the ocean. At least until
Well, that is.
We do have that other door to open.
But we go back to Stavid. Cutscene. Back to Stavid.
Stavid's gonna take the great sword and go broadside, like the head, just to try and
knock it out.
stun it. Knock
Okay.
its concentration or something.
Okay. 20 hits. A lot of stun.
Sword's amazing.
The Stavid Stunner.
It's not fighting back, right? Like it's just.
It is not fought back.
That's so weird.
Like the whole stalk of the head kind of shakes when you do that.
Does the ship does the motion change at all? Is this?
Nope.
Not at all.
It seems very steady.
It's kind of.
Says I'm not afraid to go down with the ship. Are you?
Are you driving this thing?
Yes. What do you mean?
You choose where it goes.
Yes.
Choose down.
No.
Hmm.
No. Not for several more. And it says a word that even with understanding it, you don't understand it. Not for several more gigonauties.
That sounds delicious. I need a geek body.
All right. So Keldrin and friends.
Right. 5, 10, 15, 40, 45, 50, 55. Like halfway up these stairs.
I was like, what is he counting? Okay.
Yeah.
Keldrin takes off running.
Like, I gotta get back up there and see what Stavit is doing. You got this guy, he'll be fine.
Kater, I mean, you're still enraged.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go kick in this door.
Okay. When you kick in this door, it looks. Yeah, it actually looks similar to the room you were just in. There's another one of those like plant table things, but there's nobody or no creatures in here.
Nothing to focus my anger on.
I mean, you could smash the table if you wanted to.
Oh,
But it wouldn't
he'll step
it wouldn't count as attacking like a creature or anything. But
No, I'll go ahead and start. I mean, because they'll have his range next turn. He'll start stabbing the table repeatedly.
yeah. Yeah, I actually would. Now that we've, I think you actually would have done that. Like, I'm glad you chose that. I think when you see that table again, I think you just sort of run in and just started smashing it or stabbing it and cut it. Yeah. Okay.
And even if normally I would have just dropped my rage, like controlled myself, I've got sanity rage.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Olenius.
I'm gonna start moving with Langley back above decks.
Okay.
2, 3, 5, 6. I can't move him.
That is true. I bet I can make you move him.
I think you can make him stuck to me, can't you?
I don't know. How about I say controlled by? And since Olenius is you are Langley's keeper.
I am.
Can you move him now? There we go.
Sure can.
All right.
We'll be up in a bit.
Back to Stavid.
So he'll sheath his sword, and he'll try and grab this creature somewhere.
Okay.
Was that just athletics?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So I am making a contested roll, right?
Yeah.
We decided. Yeah.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Yeah. Let me look at the we can do here. Okay. Not that one. Click on that guy. Click there. Click there. Do you need to change? Not change. Need to select. Gotta do it. Oh, there it is. All right. All right. So let me roll that.
I don't know what Linnaeus just said, but
I think he wants you to stick part of that plant in your eyeball.
I'm not quite.
Yeah.
So you grab the plant creature, and it seemed very resistant to being grabbed. But you've grabbed something solid.
All right. I'm going to try and start moving that something out onto the deck. I'm going to start by moving here.
If you wanted to crash the ship, you should have just killed me.
If you leave this spot, it starts to crash. And I'll move to here. And I'll try and pull him into this square 5.
Yeah. So when you pull him there, everybody would it be? It wouldn't be harmful. The ship jolts, and like wherever you are, like you catch yourself on a wall, or like Keldrin's in the stairway, like coming up the stairs.
Of course he is.
Catches himself in the stairs. Yeah, like Linnaeus is carrying Langley, and like Kater's like starting to come out of his rage, and all of a sudden like the room starts to shake around him. Yeah, so it is definitely a clear, like the ship has just jolted somehow.
I'll stop at this point, and
you have your desire, human.
To go
You will
home.
be dead. You will be dead soon.
Are we falling?
We're about to be.
Well, what's Keldrin done?
Trying to. Whoa! And just like holding on, trying to scramble up the stairs, like on all fours, I guess.
Mhm.
Or sort of. So that's another 5 there. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 5, 50, 55. And I'm like yelling, stop it, hold on. We stopped the extraction. Just hang on, we gotta figure out how to like turn around or land the ship or something, but we stopped the extraction.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Back towards the hallway.
And Keldrin, you can tell
What's going
you
on
are.
outside?
You're. Well, let's see. I guess you do live on a floating island, so distance might be easy to measure. I mean, the water is pretty far down there. Make an intelligence roll.
Well,
It's you can kind of eyeball like about how far up are we now. Oh yeah, I mean you're easily over 300 feet off the water by now, and like as you like get up the stairs and like you start running. Did you run on this side?
Yeah.
Okay. As you ran this way, you actually felt just a tiny little bit in that second, like you were in this square, but your feet were starting to slide this way just a little bit.
We're
Like,
listening.
As you're like, wow, we're kind of high. Wait, why I slid a little bit? Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. That's what you did. So I don't know if you were yelling at Stavid
Yeah,
too.
I was just yelling down the hallway.
Okay.
As I'm running and trying to keep my balance.
Kater.
So yeah, come out of the rage, sheathe weapons, heal that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. As he leaps up into the air, he's going to reverse what he did. So he'll leap, we checked it, I can make that height. Leap 10 feet up in the air to grab and then pull himself up over that lip to the next level.
So you can leap that high with because the running leap is ridiculous.
That's 3 plus strength plus 1.5 height.
I still need you to make an athletics roll only because the ship has a sudden it feels just a little bit off right now.
That's okay.
Oh yeah. So you leap up and grab. Now you grabbed hold and you
40,
pulled yourself up.
45, 50. And then he's backing up and preparing to do it again next round.
Okay. All right. Stop it.
I hold.
Okay.
I'm just holding him here. Gonna see what's gonna happen here. I'm not dragging him further from his steering pedestal or whatever he was on, but I'm not putting him back either just yet.
Okay. So you're holding and you're holding him. Okay, got it.
I'm holding and holding him. Yeah.
Well, actually, no. It just repeats again. This is how you wish to die, human. It is a shame we will not know more about you. And I need to roll one of those. 3. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, well, that's like the worst roll. So, Stav is holding, and as Keldrin is about to take an action, the ship had that like tilt to it, and then it's tilting more that way now.
Oh, good.
And Stav, you would feel that now.
Mhm.
It was hard to tell because a lot was going on there, what was happening last round, but now you can feel the ship is like tilting, and so it's kind of wanting to bring you towards this wall right here. It's like Keldrin, you're not down here, but it's you will be down this way soon, you believe.
Yeah, in the hall.
So I don't know when I can act. I will.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you held 21, you can act anytime.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna shove it back if I have enough traction to do so.
Yeah, you're strong enough. Yeah, you're just gonna throw it back on its pedestal.
Throw it back onto its pedestal.
Okay. Make. Okay. So you throw it back on its pedestal. Keldrin, what do you do?
I was gonna try and get in this hallway here.
Okay.
Just
Good luck.
Sort of like behind, behind Stavid.
Okay.
Okay, what's going on? All right, you know what? I think the Stavid, the ship is gonna be like upside down in a second. So I don't know what's going on with this guy, but or this thing. Hey, and I'm like,
No, what?
like peeking over Stava's shoulder, like, hey, so that whole extraction thing is over. The other plants are just twigs now because that bird was real mad about it, and he just like tore them apart. So if we could just, like,
I know, or sorry, we know.
okay, so that's good. We all know. Everyone knows. We're all on the same page. So if you could we could just take a little rest, a little break here, and just like set the ship back down in the water and just sort of figure out what's gonna happen from here. Now that we have the guy, the human, the person, the one like us back, and there's no more extractions, and we just want to kind of go home. So I know you can understand me. So maybe you can just like set it down and we can talk a little bit if you are persuaded by my. No, try it.
Let's try it.
I don't know if it's gonna do anything, but we're gonna try and just.
Are you inspired to try a little harder?
Maybe I want to try a little harder because I really don't want to crash and die out here on this boat.
Or go home.
Yeah,
Neither sounds like
There it
good
is.
option.
Oh, ooh.
there we
Pretty
go.
persuasive.
That's the highest number like a level 1 gets, isn't it?
Big number.
How do you even get a +7?
But I mean, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I'm very persuasive.
You could get up to a +9 first
Really?
level.
Level 1?
Yeah, if you had expertise in something that you had a level 20, or sorry, 20 ability score in.
You can get a 20 at level 1? I thought it was 18.
If you do +2 on an 18.
Oh. That's
Which is what I did for charisma because I need it.
jeez.
Okay, so you are trying to persuade it. We'll come back to that in a second. Mm-hmm. Nope. Kater?
All right, we're continuing up.
Okay.
Another
Definitely got to
athletics
roll
check.
now. Yeah, definitely got to roll now because the ship is well, it's not quite even. Oh yeah, you
Should be okay.
you jump and grab hold.
And now that he's up here, I'm just looking down at the tilt. He'll come around to this side of the mast and just put his back to it.
All right. All right. I like it. Lilinius.
Moving up 6.
All right.
1, 2,
Why you do that?
3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, that should not actually be. Should be the first one. It was with advantage, but it's okay. All right. At the same time, you're moving up. The plane creature. Like, you threw him back in the seat, the pedestal, as you said, and it just, and then Keldrin comes up and starts talking to it, and you feel like another kind of jolt as the ship starts to level out a little bit. So Kater, you definitely notice like the ship's not tilting the wrong way anymore. But Kater, you also notice the ship is still going up.
Was it ever going down?
No. It was, well, I guess in that brief moment, in that 6 seconds of I don't know if that would be enough to know if you were going up and it jolted and it's I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe.
it would have been slowing down in its rise.
Yeah.
If it's applied at all.
Yeah. I mean, 6 seconds really isn't a lot of time. So,
But yeah, if it was accelerating up, it would have slowed down that acceleration.
we cannot bring the ship down.
I mean, you can though, because it was down before when we got on it, and now it's up. So definitely it goes back down. So you can do it.
We are able, but we cannot. It goes against the Prime Directive.
Yes.
Oh, okay, it's fine. It's Starfleet.
I mean, I just figured why not. What do you say? They got some Borg vibes, so why not?
Oh, it's definitely the Borg vibes.
Okay, yeah. See, our prime directive is to go back home, like our home, where you were before. So, like, is there another way we can do that? Like, we just want to leave. Like, you can take your boat wherever you want once we're off it. We just want to be off of it, really. But, like, if we get off it here, we'll hit the water very hard and probably die. And so we want to be off it, but alive. I guess I should specify. Off it, still alive, not dead.
We will return you. We will return. And it seems to stop. We will return human.
Yeah. Us.
We will return human.
Oh, just the one. Wait, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. You're going to return the human, or you're going to return and you will be a human?
We will return human to home.
Okay. That one particular human. You're taking that human home. The one who is down below, the extraction one.
And it raises a pseudopod and kind of does like this and says, "We will return human to home."
Okay. But we want to return to our home. The home that we think is our home, which is not the same home that you're thinking of, I think.
We will return human to Vorla.
Okay, so we're leaving Vorla? That's your plan? That's your prime directive? Leave Vorla?
No, that is not our prime directive.
Okay, so what can you tell me what the prime directive is?
We are forbidden.
Oh, that makes sense. With a prime directive, I get it.
And I would say at this point, like, unless if you attack again, we'll just re-roll initiative. But at the moment, and if people below decks and above decks want to place themselves, while the conversation is happening, and if Stavid swings again, just let me know.
I think I was just figuring out how to get him to get the ship down. You just gotta mess with him a little bit.
I mean, I think the ship was gonna go more like upside.
Yeah,
down.
but maybe if we can use him take him off, put him back on for a little bit. take them off?
I mean, I don't know.
And like,
Also, yeah, I think you just can understand everything we're saying. So,
I want to bring it as quietly as I can.
don't you think he'd eventually get sick of the like on off, and just give up and like let us, you know?
I don't know how he works. I was beating the snot out of him. He didn't try and do a thing.
Yeah, because I don't.
It wasn't his prime directive.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems all about that prime directive.
But if we,
Did you see what's like under him, too?
it just looked like a weird plant seat.
A weird seat.
I mean, is that true?
It's very accurate. Yeah.
Do you think like one of us could sit in it?
Oh, got it. I'm not. You want to try?
I mean, I would like to not be flying in this boat anymore.
I'll take him out of the seat if you want.
Okay, but like if anything weird happens to me, like just can you like switch us back, like put him back in this and get me out of the seat and back in the seat because I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to like turn into a plant guy.
No, no.
Tara leans into the whispering and says, "Oh, sweetheart, would you like another cookie?" He points over to the plant thing and then motions at all of us.
Cookies. I think we're all set on the cookies right now.
That's what he's got.
Are we kind of stable right now?
I mean, we're upwardly mobile.
All right.
Oh, I mean, Linus can tell that we're going up again. I mean, you all can feel it by now. You sort of got used to the.
Stavid does like a kind of look facing you and Kater, like a 3, 2, 1, and then he goes and tries to rip him off the seat again. So, not quite ready, done with this nonsense. So I'll go here and I'll grab him and I'll try and pull him sideways.
Okay.
Athletics.
Yeah. Or yeah.
That's why I put us into a room with a door.
There's only so much falling sideways you can do.
Well, especially since I'm taking care of the unconscious one.
Again, it seems difficult even with your strength, but you're able to lift him.
And I'm trying to put him in this space here.
So actually, he didn't even say anything.
All right. I'm gonna get some. Jumping into this plant seat.
All right. Yeah. So you plop down, and immediately, of course, when that happens, you can feel the jolt again from the ship. And then Keldrin jumps in the seat, and you're sitting on a plant seat.
Okay. And there's like branches and stuff around
Yep.
or vines or what is it?
Like you think that's what they are, but you don't really recognize them.
All right. I'm just gonna grab one and yank it.
And you yank it, and you yank it, but it doesn't like disattach.
Yeah. I'm not
If
trying
that's
to
what you were
like,
trying to do.
yeah,
Yeah,
no, I'm not trying to
like-
catch it. I'm just trying to like move it around.
Yeah,
See if anything
you're
happens.
moving something around.
It's not that. It's not that one. Grab another one. Start moving it around.
Okay. Yeah. So as you're doing that, it went the other way this time. There's a slight tilt and it starts to go, that way. Starts leaning that way.
Okay, not that one. It's not. That's not it. That is not the down stick. Is there anything like on the floor under this plant seed, or is it just there's a bunch of plants piled on top of the ship deck?
So as you start to feel like the seed itself, as you're feeling, you all of a sudden realize like this plant seat actually isn't connected to the floor at all. Like it's actually off the floor. Like you're sitting on this seat and it's actually floating. And it's not far off the floor, but there is a space there. And you're like, and there's like some foliage and stuff on the ground, but you can tell it is not connected to the floor at all.
So I'm gonna draw my feet up onto the seat. So I'm like sitting like cross-legged on the seat, and I'm gonna hold on to some branches just to stabilize myself. And I'm just gonna like lean forward.
The ship tilts a little more towards the same side.
The way it was going.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna lean the other way, the right.
Human cannot control the ship.
Yeah, I was starting to gather that. Only you, huh?
Yes, only we can control ship.
Hey, wait. All right. Put him back there real quick, but don't let him go. I'll be right back.
I'll shift him toward the seat if I can.
You mean on the seat?
Yeah.
I mean, it will freely go back to the seat.
I still got a grab on him while he's on the seat.
Yeah. I'm gonna run out here and like Katera's in the hallway. Where's Elenius?
Mm-hmm.
Is Elenius up here? Where's Elenius? Elenius? I'm just gonna keep like running by and run out onto the deck. Elenius!
So I'm in here.
What?
I'm in the cabin.
Wait, can you bring that guy over here?
No, he's not. Well,
That's okay.
it's not okay.
No, it's all right. He'll be fine. He's alive, right? Just we need him. Maybe.
What could you possibly need him for?
We just gotta try something.
He was near death when we found him. I don't like the idea of moving around a lot right now.
Okay, so either we try this, or we can go to wherever this plant thing is taking us, or we can crash in the ocean.
Yeah. I don't like it.
Me either, but I like dying even less.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I can tell the ship is righting itself again as it continues its ascent.
Okay. And the next round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right.
All right. David, you ready?
Always.
All right.
So as Linnaeus is bringing Langley and Keldron's coming with them, it says it will not work.
Wait, how'd you know what I was? Oh, fine. Never mind, Elenius.
I see. Right word. I know everything on this ship.
Okay.
Could you fly if we threw you off the ship?
I cannot fly at all. That is why I'm on a ship.
Hare leans in again, really excited. Oh dear, would you like another cookie? Points to the plant thing, then points to all of us. Really excitedly nods.
Yeah. Let's talk about cookies out on the deck real quick.
Is everybody filing out onto the deck?
Yeah, let's talk about cookies.
Team meeting.
And as y'all are leaving, it points a branchy thing towards where Kater kind of stuck his head in the second time and says, "Human is a great warrior."
Wouldn't it call me a human? Sanity check. But it's a dying thing, folks. Call me human.
Stop it will kind of, yeah,
All right.
push it back into its pod and walk out.
All right. So this thing's not gonna turn the boat around. It's not gonna land the boat. We can't fly the boat. We can't make it fly the boat where we want. So we gotta get off this boat.
Well, you don't think we can just rip it off the chair, fall for a little while, and like put it back on to like stop us from falling, and then like rip it off the chair again,
I don't.
and like slowly get close enough to where we can jump off?
The problem is that it's not going down when he's not on the chair. It's just tipping over the boat.
You know, we haven't kept him off that long. I know it gets real tippy, but maybe if we kept him off long enough, we'd go down.
I think it'll figure that out, and
I don't know that it thinks for itself. I think it just does what it's like, the prime directive.
I think that it thinks.
But not for itself.
Well, it's time to sweeten the pot.
What do you have in mind?
Yeah, what you got? What are we sweetening the pot with?
He'll point to us and he'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then he kind of looks around at the empty space. 6, 7, 8. And starts like counting more as if there were more of looking around and pointing to people who aren't here.
You want to get him more people to take back?
Oh. So if they had more hostages, then they'd want to go down to get more hostages.
You can try it, but I don't
Go
know.
up to get more hostages. We could go to a small bulge.
Yeah, can we look out? Can we see like anything we recognize? Like, are the floating islands still there? How far are we?
Well, you're probably like 500 feet off. So I mean, the nearest berg is 5,000 feet up. So like you're not anywhere near the level of I mean, you might be able to see a speck in the distance, but you're close. You can still see, like, looking over like the Forbidden Tower, the island that's in the distance, but you do notice that you can tell that there's not another ship parked on the beach anymore. And just kind of looking, out both sides, you don't see another ship at the moment flying. Which there's a lot of air. And then the other thing that you're kind of over by this point is you can look kind of almost not straight down, but down enough where you can see like there appears to be a ship like this one that is engaged with two of Isalia's ships, like in the water, and they're like, seems obviously some boarding has happened, and you can't tell from here like what's happening on the ships, but there's 3 ships engaged in some kind of ship to ship, thing going on.
Are we traveling laterally, or is it just like straight up?
We're doing one of these, so
good. So like, we're not gonna go right past the bulge and the.
No, you're not gonna go straight up. No, you're going up and out
and away.
The ship that's engaged, is that the ship that was on the shoreline?
No.
Okay. So the ship that was on the shoreline is somewhere that we can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
Was it just the 2 ships on the shoreline?
Yeah.
That we saw.
That you saw. Yeah, so like from what you put together standing here, there were 3 ships. 2 attacked the beach, and then 1 is out there attacking.
The Navy.
Or being attacked. The Navy.
All right, well, those are our ships down there. So we just got to get down there, and they can pick us up, and we can go back to land, home. So we just gotta,
Do you want to try and convince them to go back? Do Kater's idea?
I mean,
Get more people.
I like
One of
the
the-
idea, but we're getting further and further up.
Yeah, we need to do something if we're going to.
So look, we got all this rigging, we got all this sail. We just like tie a bunch of it together and.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I'm not sure I understand what you're.
And that's actually a kind of a fair and decent question. To what degree has this society figured out parachutes, given that like we live on big floating islands?
Yeah, but
or is this
people
a crazy idea from a bard?
No, I'm not talking parachute anymore. Like we tie them, like we got strips of canvas from the sails, we got ropes from the rigging. We just get 400 feet of that, 500 feet of that, tied together real quick, and we just all go over the side, down into the water.
I don't.
And get picked up.
We're going up faster than we can go down carefully, I think.
Well, now I didn't say we had to be careful
Just,
on the way down. You just slide down the rope. Wrap some.
you said will hurt your hand. I've
Wrap
slid
some
down
sail-
like 20 feet of rope
Wrap
and
some
burned
sail
my
around
hand.
your hands. Get it wet.
actually, everybody make a perception roll.
Perception.
I decline.
Yep. No. Not looking
I
around.
like the
Making
decline.
plans. Too busy making plans.
Stop it here. Yeah. So stop it. You actually can see, in the distance. I mean, it is a ways away, but in the distance, you can see there's another thing in the air, flying, and you're assuming it's another ship. And it's heading, like if you're heading this way, like I don't probably can't tell, but like the island's down here, and you're heading this way. It's heading like this way. So it's heading
Perpendicular to our trajectory.
Yes, there we go. We'll simplify it and just say it's perpendicular. Yeah, good call. Yeah.
So that's the other boat.
So they got somebody else. Okay, I don't get. That's what it's all about. Is just get people and extract something from them. Like harvesting us for. Is it the Yetin? Is that just like what we're? Are you guys? What's? Remind me, how good are we? Like just generally with our understanding of Yetin? Like the uneducated public, like the or not the half-educated dropouts of the world.
So every Asalian knows that they have it within them, and every Asalian understands like it is the thing that allows them to keep the islands afloat, and so that is like an inherent understanding that whether everybody knows that.
We know about the ancestry.
I would say yes. Like you guys would know it, and I would say that most people, most Asalians probably would know it. I mean, it's your forefathers, it's your forerunners. I mean, it's so. Now, I'm sure, like in any society, there are some naysayers and some deniers. Some Assyrian deniers, but and again, y'all Asalians do not consider it to be magic. You consider it to be natural. It's just who you are.
Do we need to ride back with them and see if we can rescue those other people and give them hell when we get there, wherever home is?
We need to either rescue them or we need to destroy that ship.
And ballistas work.
Over there?
How far do those things shoot? No.
I'm not that far.
I say hi, bye.
Most ballistas fire looks like long range is 480 feet.
Safely out of range.
Well out of range. Yes.
And there's a catapult or a trebuchet or something.
Yeah, it's actually a mangonel. Sorry, I'm just, but it's same principle. And I can go further, but it's not going to go that far.
So Lennius does not know that he offered to let us go free if he kept Langley.
I don't know that was specifically said. Was that specifically said? I don't quite remember that.
There was never mention of the word Langley in person or anything like that.
Yeah, they're letting us go. I think it was just, we got 5 instead of 1. This is good.
A 5-for-1 deal.
I mean, you could try and convince him to go back.
I don't think there's any convincing him to go back.
We can take over the ship as soon as it's close enough that it falls on anything. We'll not die.
As soon as it's close enough to what?
I don't know, wherever we're going.
But by then we'll be there.
Yes.
We'll be almost there.
Yeah, which is
Maybe we can ditch out before we get all the way there.
We're too high up to leave.
Right. Well, where are we going?
we don't, wherever this thing thinks home is.
Or hang gliders.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
Well,
yeah, I mean,
I don't know about like real parachutes. I mean, people I'm sure understand like principles of rigging something and floating to the ground with slowing themselves down.
Are there air like vehicles? Are there like hot air balloons or whatever? I don't know. Like you said, their flight existed. Are there flying machines?
No, because we teleport everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you said there
Actually,
were
no,
rules, strict rules about flight. So like, who's flying? Like, what's
Ooh, like
flying?
magical flight.
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Just
Flying spells and things like that. Yeah. Yeah, there's been no invention of flying vehicles yet, because, I mean, why do you need them? You just got to teleport everywhere.
But yeah, I was wondering if we are aware of anything that could be crafted as a glider or as a slower of descentness,
A faller slower.
a fall or slower. Yeah.
I mean, all that Stavid is thinking about is this is what we do to the people that like get the death sentence is we have them, jump off. Right. This is what do you call it? The drop.
Yeah.
Drop.
Yeah. I'm not volunteering for the drop right now.
No. But I'm thinking if it is if at all something, trying to figure out if it's something that
We would be able to.
Pater's ever seen, because he's great at forgeries.
Yeah.
We use that. But if it's not, then it's not, and we move on.
Well, so like I would say, like, again, it's like, could you make a parachute that
Keeps us from dying.
pull the string and it works like modern parachutes? Absolutely not.
No.
But like,
What that kind of parachute?
could you find some of the sails and put them together and attempt to jump and use that to slow your flight? I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibility.
Okay. But it's also not something necessarily that Kater would have come across. It's not common enough.
No, 'cause, that it's not something that, again, a lot of people would really have much use for.
Okay.
Especially, you're not going to go parachuting from 20,000 feet.
I mean,
Well,
sometimes it could be fun.
I guess you could, but you better hope it works.
Only once. How long is the anchor on this thing?
I don't know. How long is an anchor on such things?
Well, it depends on how deep of water they want to anchor in.
I don't know what standard anchor.
Open it up.
Well, yeah.
Anchor.
90 feet.
All right.
Or 90-foot lengths.
Do what?
I'll go 90-foot length. I mean,
Cargo ships, tankers, and cruise ships require anchor chains between 400 and 800 feet in length.
That sounds
I
modern.
wasn't expecting anything like that.
yeah, I'm trying to look up like a galleon.
Yeah. Let's see what a galleon says. Anybody watching knows. The larger galleons, nails, frigates, and warships all had anchors about 15 feet long.
They were
Is that
expecting to be in
only
Shelley.
close to shore, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it depends on where you are planning to be anchoring.
Right.
Well, I was going to say,
I just got several hundred feet long.
do what?
I just got several hundred feet long.
The only thing going against having a super long anchor is that this thing really doesn't need much of an anchor.
Right.
Because it
Right.
flies.
The flying ship.
Just like the rigging is not built for.
Right. In fact, I'm not even sure why it has an anchor, but
I remember it being described as
look, right? It did. Because I mean it does have one. I'm guessing because I mean it can land on the water as it did. So I guess it could land on the water and drop anchor, but doesn't need to. So yeah. So I mean I don't know. Let's go like 50 feet.
All right. So you can detach a rope to the bottom of that, and then we're down 100 feet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We get a bunch. There's a ton of rope up here. There's all this rigging. Let's get a long enough piece and over the side we go.
He shrugs and he starts climbing up to go collect rope. As much as he can, he'll collect and toss down and collect and toss down. And
anybody else doing anything as Kater is?
Yeah, I'll help as much as I can.
Yeah.
oh, could be
I'll start
tying.
joining ropes together.
Start tying.
Right.
And,
Okay.
Well, no, I don't know that. I mean, does Caldron even know how to tie a proper knot? Considering his time on ships, he can tie shoes, because that's not the same thing.
look, the ropes are together. They weren't before.
Elenius knows how to tie ropes. He's been on ships a few times.
Stavin hesitates for a moment and then walks up and reties one of Keldrin's knots.
Wait, what? What's wrong with that one?
That would have held a small child.
Okay.
An extra one.
Oh,
Gotta do two.
oh, just two. Okay, do it twice. Got it. Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, this takes a few minutes to come up, chop down, drop down, teach Keldrin how to tie a knot. You know, I mean, like all this, you know, it's like repeat. So we're working. Obviously, we're still climbing. After a few minutes of trying to create a makeshift. What were we trying to create? Was this a parachute or is this a rope?
Rope.
This is a really long rope.
Down the water.
Superly long rope.
Okay, so we're trying to create a superly, yeah. It is becoming a little evident that the ship's climbing faster than we're gonna have enough rope for. Just, you know, but also everybody make a perception roll. Ooh, I need to. So Olinius will see it first. As there's some realization that we may lose out on like the time it takes to do all this, but Olinius happens to glance up, and you see what appears to be another ship in the distance. But it's as you stare at it for a second, it seems to be getting like it's coming towards you, and it's not directly over you. I mean, it's coming from a different angle.
Does it look the same or does it look different?
Looks a little different. It's actually moving a little bit faster than y'all.
Great.
Than you are. So, and then like as y'all see Elenius kind of staring up, I guess Kater notices Elenius. Maybe Kater's still up there, and he's like, "What is Elenius looking at?" Oh, and then Keldrin, and then Stabbin.
Working real hard on this knot. What? What is?
Home protect us.
What? That's Helm ship.
That's
Helm's
our
on that
home.
ship.
Dang.
I don't know. Is this good?
It doesn't feel like it can get much worse, but I don't think it's good. We need to be ready to.
Sky pirates or something.
We need to be ready
Let's
to.
get some
anything.
ropes so that we can help them get onto this ship.
What if
I don't
they're even worse than what's already on this?
Yeah.
Well,
Should we like hide? Should we wait in ambush?
huh.
Fine. You're not trying to hit any of us. Fine.
That's
Do that all you
exciting.
want.
There is a rather large projectile coming your way.
Oh shit!
Whoa.
And it is heading straight for the center of the main deck.
Stabbin runs and
Yeah, we
dives.
should not be here anymore. Dive
Hold
into
on to
this
the
hallway.
mast for dear life.
What?
Holding on to because I'm still up. I was throwing down ropes, so hold on to the mast for dear life.
Stabbin runs and makes a dive over here.
So a large projectile slams into the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually, I guess it could hit the whole thing. Very cool. Biggest thing. You know what? The easier way to do this. It's like dead center. So, stop it as you run and dive. You realize that you're in the wrong spot, and you look like you need to get somewhere else and fast.
I action surge to go up the steps.
Okay.
And get myself back here.
Okay, so you run up to the. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And,
I start running faster when I realize, oh shit.
Yeah. So this projectile hits the ship right there. Like it was. I mean, it looked like it had eyes for you, and it hits there, and it like burst, and like part of the main deck like just, and like then everybody feels the ship rock. The Kater, you're like hanging on, as you said. That was good. You're hanging on. So like the ship, yeah. And Kater, you can see like the ship is rapidly approaching, as it's getting closer to you. Kater, make a perception roll. I love Kater being on the mast.
Or just
Yeah, the
Especially if
Crow's
he has
nest.
something to say.
Bird nest.
14. Yeah. You happen to notice as that happens, and you're like, whoa, and then like you look down, and then you glance up, and you look around, that you see another ship coming from like the other direction. Like if this one's coming from this side, this one's coming from like this side.
And,
It's a
and
little further up. It's a little further up, but it's
These two look like similar ships, similar
Yeah.
make.
yeah. The
Can I see anybody looking down at us? Or
you okay, all right. So as you're looking up, you're like, well, I need to look at this. I'm gonna put a thing in your thing here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but oh. Wait, did I do that? Might have done that wrong, but it's okay. And there we go. There you go. You have something in your journal now.
Oh. So that's what we see coming towards us?
Yes.
Got it.
Mine is the big thing behind. It's not dragging anything.
Yeah, but it's got like a tree growing out of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're in the middle of like a plant war.
There's a plant war going on. Yes.
Okay, but yeah, but I don't see anything moving, looking down at us.
It's still too far away to see, like, I mean, you can see the main feature of the ship, but otherwise it's, you can't see like smaller figures on deck yet.
Yeah. Well, he'll go ahead and wave anyways, and in a woman's voice scream, "Help! Help! Help! Help!"
Everybody hears a woman's voice calling. And I guess Stav, because you ran up onto the forecastle, right?
I did, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. So I guess I can show you what you're seeing too. I forgot you had run up. Or action surged up.
Do I still have? I don't even have an action surge yet. I lied again. I'm not even a proper fighter yet.
Well, something allowed you to. Maybe there was like a little hint of a little maybe echo that just.
Yeah. Maybe if I can, I'll spend the point if I need to.
Maybe that's a thing that just
got shoved out of the way at the last moment.
Yeah. But yeah, you see the pic that I just put. And it doesn't have the big thing it's hauling behind it. Sorry.
Okay.
Better picture of that.
Yeah, it's intense.
And Keldrin and Elenius, you hear, we are under attack.
Who's attacking?
Maybe it's time to go land back down in the water.
Enemy.
Yeah, go down. Go land in the water.
Are they your enemy or our enemy?
They are our enemy.
Dive.
So the ship gets closer.
I'm shaking it at him.
The ships that's farther away. Let's see how I do with this one. So another projectile launches from the other one. Yeah, no, did I hit? That's basic. Nope. And it misses the ship. It seemed like it was a little further away. So, but they seem to be. Well, I wouldn't know that. We haven't. I don't know flying ship patterns, so never mind. What is everybody doing? Kater's calling for help.
I'm gonna run out onto the deck and try signaling them with a shield face, like reflecting light at them.
Okay.
A shield and metal armor doesn't seem like stuff that would be on this ship, belonging to the people that typically are running this ship. So looking as much like, hey, this isn't who you're intending to be fighting right now. So
Okay.
just making it clear that
I forgot to roll my ship damage from the ballista shot that took a chunk of the ship. So
don't want to catch one of them.
roll. All right.
Is there ammunition up here for these ballista?
There actually are, believe it or not.
I'll start loading one.
Okay.
They're not already loaded.
Actually, to be honest, they probably would be already be loaded.
They articulate to a pretty steep angle.
Yeah, you think they could fire? They can fire up their angle or their arc. Only can fire like one way unless you're like moving it, but you can't move it by yourself. But if you were to reposition it somehow, but otherwise, like your arc is, off the back here.
Is that the direction they're coming at all? Either one?
So one of the two is coming. Let's see. Is the closer one coming your way? I'll go even. It's coming your way. Nope. So the one that's further away is on that side.
On my side of the ship?
On your side of the ship. So if you ran to the other one.
Oh, yeah. I'll run over there.
Okay.
I'll get ready. I'll just try and make sure I remember how to work one of these things.
Okay.
And get ready.
Okay. So I'm assuming you are you're holding an action, but you're essentially aiming this round.
Yeah, effectively. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on here, but I'm ready to fight if necessary.
All right. And Olenius is shining light off his armor.
Yep.
And you're out on the main deck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Keldrin is still talking to the plant.
So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like lean. I'm gonna lean up in this doorway. So your ship is like getting destroyed out there. There's 2 other ships coming to attack us. Do you have any kind of plan for what to, like? We're not. I'm just gonna let you know. We're not gonna help you out really, probably, unless they're way worse. But do you have like a plan here, or are you just gonna get captured and not make it home? Just so I know like what's going on. Like, just to casually lean in the doorway.
We will destroy them.
See, I don't think. How are you gonna do that? Like you don't have. It's just you. Like it's just you. The rest of the plants on this boat are right. Like, does this ship do something really cool? Is it gonna like transform into something? Does it do something really wild that we haven't seen yet? Because it looks pretty
That would be
bad
so
for you
cool.
right now. So,
Human help. Or humans die. Human die.
okay. See, why? Okay, these other ships that are coming. Why would they? Why would they want to kill human?
They bring down ship. Human die.
So they don't care. Okay, they're trying to make our ship crash, huh?
We are at war.
You're at war with these other.
We are at war.
Got it. Okay, well, I just wanted to see like if you had any kind of plan. I'm just gonna casually stroll away until I'm like out of the door, and then I'm gonna like run and start shouting on the deck like, "Hey, they're gonna kill us! They're gonna send this ship crashing into the water, and they're gonna kill us if we don't help or something." I think, at least that's what the plant says.
I think that we can get rescued.
The plant says they're just gonna destroy the ship.
As another ballista shot from the close one fires over, kind of over the deck.
Yep. Whoa, yep. See, like they're gonna shoot us down out of the sky.
We're still at disadvantage on the other one, so. And the other one from further away. Oh. All right. So it hits the ship not very well. It's glancing below off the side of the ship. The one that's further away. Should hit on this side somewhere, on the top side somewhere. The one that's closer is how close? Actually, it's getting like fairly close, and it. I should have actually Keldrin and Alinius, as you had run out on deck. It was clear now that you could also see that. And again, it's not carrying the thing that's behind it. Otherwise, that's what it looks like.
Not towing a small planet.
Towing a small planet. It's not towing a small planet.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean Stavid will take aim at whatever you're
Stealing from the living ship.
What's that?
I like the living ship better than the ship we're on.
I don't know that we're gonna have a chance to really admire it much longer. The way they're shooting at us.
On here.
I don't know. From my minimal training, I don't know what you aim at. I don't. Maybe I know what you aim at.
The ship.
Is there a certain part of the ship that you try and hit? But I aim for that part that I was taught.
In the water, you're usually aiming for whatever's going to be just below water, so you can sink them. There's no water, but maybe that's what you'd aim for, and they're coming from above anyway, so like hit the bottom.
Depending on what kind of shot you're using.
It doesn't matter what type of shot you're using. Assuming you're aiming to damage the hull.
Yeah, or knock masts over air sail.
Right. take out people.
So I will. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try and aim for one of those wings. I guess those seem useful.
Okay.
What do I roll? If anything.
Just roll an attack. I'll tell you. See where
Like
it's at.
a strength
Like a
based.
dex-based attack. Strange.
This is a strength. I'm gonna use my strength to get this
That's
right.
great. Actually, it just has a. It has a straight.
Got its own.
Yeah. Which actually, and you are at disadvantage, by the way, because usually it takes more crew to actually fire this thing. So you're like doing your best to aim and fire, but it's all very clunky. So it is a +6 to hit, but you are at disadvantage.
All right. I'll roll a d20 or a couple of d20s. I don't know how do you do this? I'll roll 2 d20s.
Yeah.
Take the smaller number.
4.
4. So 10.
4 + 6 is 10. So that misses the wing of the ship there. That fires off.
Caldron, can you get up here and help me?
Wait, what? Help you what?
Fire this thing.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We're not shooting at anybody yet.
As you see it.
They think that only the plant people are on here.
Let's get ready to load another one.
So the ship flies closer because it is moving faster than y'all's ship. And it's coming down. So Keldrin and Stavin make a perception roll. Very good. So as it kind of pulls down where it's getting level, so it's still it's within close range of these things now, but it's still not right beside. But as it pulls down level, you do see give you the right number here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see 4 figures, like on the 3 of them are operating the ballista that's clearly shooting at you. So they're all working in tandem to reload and aim and fire. And then there's one that's on the lower deck, so you spot that one a moment afterwards. But they look like lizard men.
Lizard men. Didn't somebody have a dream about some lizard men?
Kater did not.
What's that?
Kater did not.
I think that was you.
Lizard men, huh?
That was you, man.
Yeah. I had a dream of a lizard man.
Were they good or bad?
So the lizard was good. Like the lizard was okay. So my dream where I was on like some kind of boat and there was a big tree hovering over the ship. Big leafy sail or roots. And then this this lizard wanted to help in my dream. The lizard wanted to help me if we helped the lizard. The lizard was talking to me. Okay. Yeah, that's like, and does this, can I tell, like, does this lizard look, like, have any resemblance to my dream lizard?
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of similarities.
The boat certainly does.
Yeah. Oh, stop it. I think that's the, like, I had the dream, right? And the lizard, there was the lizard with the shield who was like dying, but like asking me to help, and said like it would help, they would help us if we help them. Like, that looks just like the, hey, stop shooting. Stop shooting. We'll help you. We will help. I'm like jumping up and down and waving, like, don't shoot. Wait, don't shoot him, Stavid. They just want our help.
Do two ballista arrows crash into our ship moments later?
So the three that are on top are busily reloading, and they're just reloading, and then no shot comes from the other ship this round. Clearly, they're probably reloading too. But the ship again is like narrowing the gap, getting closer to your ship. Then as they pull up. I mean, they're still a distance away, but they see this this creature jumping up and down, yelling at them. That clearly is not a plant creature. There is something said out loud that I believe Keldrin understands. I don't think anybody else. I did a quick peek at character sheets. Speak Draconic, but I believe Keldrin speaks Draconic. If I had that right. So you hear kind of it's not the Draconic that you have studied, but it's got enough in common with Draconic that you can pick up enough of their words. And essentially, what it says is. Slow your ship and let us board, essentially, is kind of what it says.
And in my best Draconic, we don't have any control over the ship. It's a plant thing, and every time we try to get it to do something or take it off its little pilot seat, the ship starts flipping over. So I wish, like, if I could slow it down, I would. If you know anything about how we can slow it down, I will do it. But I don't know what to do. We're captives.
And they're still reloading, and the ship is pulling closer. And you hear, "Where are Tuck?"
I'm not sure where are Tuck? You say where are Tuck or where are Tuck?
On ship, Artuk. Artuks, where?
Tucks. Tucks are those like, I'll like move like a plant thing, like blah, 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 blah.
Make a performance roll.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, pretty good. Ooh, well. So there's like he seems, they seem confused, just like you seem confused. I don't know.
Like if you're talking about like the plant creatures, like, and I'll like point at their tree, like that, you know, like the tree, like your tree, but moving smaller. There's one like inside, in the back, where whatever you call the back of the boat, inside.
So you're like pointing, and you're like,
towards where the thing is, like across
and
in the back.
and you see him like turn to the ballista guys, and he says, you essentially target the aft of the ship. And so the ballista starts to they start to move the ballista so they can target the back part of the ship.
Okay, yeah, it's back, but on the other side, on the left side. If you're looking at the front, the left. I don't know if there's a word for that. That side, but it's inside. But also, we don't want to die. Like, can we come with you?
The one that's still coming from a distance like launches another shot and misses.
Like, we would love to get on your boat instead of this boat. It's like, this boat is going somewhere we don't want to go, and it will not turn around. And also the thing inside, the plant, doesn't care if it crashes.
The lizard man actually just nods. And about that time, the everybody make a deck save. Yep, good. 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 Real good. Yeah. So the ship suddenly jolts to one side that you're on, and it seems like it's heading straight for the living ship. Then you realize it's like seems like it's like Stavid, you'd probably recognize this, and Kater might recognize this. It's like they're trying to ram it. Because you are on, this is a bigger ship than the living ship is. The living ship is smaller. So you see it like try to pull and try to ram into it. And so as it pulls over and tries to ram, just make it simple. It kind of makes contact with the ship. And so both ships kind of collide, and there's like a bit of damage. There's pieces of the side of the ship that bounce. But you also realize you are now beside the ship,
Jumping distance beside.
Yeah.
Hobbit thinks he can make it. He'll go for it.
Okay. Yeah.
Backs up and runs and gets a running start and jumps.
As Stavid is running by, we should probably get that other guy though, right?
On drop. Yeah. So Stavid runs, and you see him jump onto the ship.
Turn around, shout back down towards the deck. I think this ship is gonna be better than. I think that ship is gonna be better than this ship. We should probably get on that ship, but we should probably also get that other guy, that guy. As a Millennius running in there. Yeah, we should get.
Stavid will look around for a rope to toss across.
Yeah. And do they have any boarding equipment here, like any grapples?
So they do, in fact. I was
Yeah,
just checking
on either
the.
ship. If
Yeah. So they do. I mean, they do seem like they are like prepared to board. They don't necessarily like roll out the gangplanks or anything. They feel like that their ship is faster, so they can stay beside. And I mean, they might get rammed a little bit, but they don't seem too concerned about that, at least yet.
Well, what about on this ship? Is there any boarding equipment, any apples to be able to throw over? But from this side,
I'll say yes, because there's no indication. Yeah, so I mean they're unused, but yeah.
Right, they're fresh. So yeah, Kater will come down and he'll start throwing the grapple and start trying to connect the ship to that ship.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's not hard. Yeah, you toss it over onto the other ship and it hooks onto a railing. And Bellini's ran in and grabbed Langley.
Yep.
Okay. So what is Kater doing?
He's gonna do more than one. So I mean, the ship tries to pull throw the grapple,
Okay.
tie it off to somewhere you tie it off. He'll get another one. So like trying to get it so that these two ships like ramming would no longer really work because they're too close. They can't get far enough away to come back and ram, and also just to keep us close and hopefully give us some way to get Elenius's friend across.
Okay. So the galleon essentially rams the ship again. So he's trying to just bumper car away. The living ship again sustained some damage, but it seems like it can take a good bit of damage. And the lizardmen all seem to be like okay with they're as soon as they know it's about to get rammed, they just kind of grab hold of a railing and like brace for impact. And after y'all done that once or twice, you realize that's probably a smart thing to do, is like when you feel it lurch. But the galleon, if it has tried to get away, does not, or it seems to be trying to bring down the living ship just by forcing it out of the sky. So in that time, if y'all desire, yes, you could get over to the other ship
with our unconscious friend.
Yeah, because at the very least, you could toss him over.
I'm gonna move Langley on.
I'll be helping from the other
we
side.
got business left here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, okay, we're not leaving him behind.
As soon as Langley is on the other ship safe,
yeah,
then it's time to finish this up.
All right. What's Keldrin doing?
I'm gonna have a rope attached to me. Is that gonna work? Not really. Never mind. It's a good idea. 50 feet's just not as long as it looks.
What's Keldrin doing?
So I'm gonna try my best to time one of these when the ships are coming together.
Yep.
And see if I can jump from one ship to another.
Okay.
It gives you momentum. Gives you momentum.
Yeah.
Be fine.
I've been on a ship for about 5 minutes in my entire life. And now I'm jumping from one to another.
Right? You're gonna learn to love it.
You've been on a ship way more than 5 minutes at this point.
I was gonna say you're probably at a good.
However long
Yeah.
I've been up in the air. doesn't feel like it's been. It feels like it's been 14 days.
In 14 days.
Oh, terrible.
You yeah, I mean, you can roll the the roll if you want to. I mean, you're gonna make it.
I do want.
Yeah.
Just
Let's just see how gracefully you do this.
terrible. It's
All right.
ready.
Yeah, we already moved the unconscious one by hand over onto the other ship, so
Yeah. So, is this like a acrobatics or athletics? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Neat. All right, I'm gonna. Oh boy, here we go.
4's not bad. Oh, look at that!
Right?
Stuck the landing.
Children's going for the style points that whole time.
Sure was. And that's where you end up.
Awesome.
All right. So yeah, so they're away on the ship. What are Kater and Linnaeus doing?
Kater's getting out a torch and starting to set fire to that cabin.
Oh,
Where?
The cabin that the creature's in.
So you're going into 5 and setting fire?
Yeah.
All right. So when you walk in and you start to set the fire, it says, "You have betrayed us." So I mean,
because it's doing the leafy sound, right?
Yeah.
So he'll reply whatever leafy sound he just heard back to it. But he assumes means you betrayed us.
Okay. Pretty great, actually. So are you lighting the room?
Yeah,
All right. Well,
I'll light anything in here I can light.
well.
See if any of the foliage around here is dead and ready to be burned, right?
I'll use thermalurgy
Yeah.
to pump that up.
Yeah, fan the flames.
So as you start to set it fire, and then it says that, it's like stalk of a head kind of looks, and it spits at you.
Yeah, of course.
Now it's fighting back.
Well,
We betrayed it before. We were just.
I mean,
We didn't
before I
realize we were allies.
could had the ship as a. It's not with advantage, so it's the first roll, whatever that is.
I wish it was the second roll. Yeah, it hits.
Okay.
So is it a? Oh no, I'm not that close. Never mind. Well, am I? I don't know. I guess I'm not. Yeah, I guess I'm not.
You know what?
I'm not adjacent to it.
Yeah, I assumed you were in that first space.
Yep.
Yeah, the sorry, it didn't match up quite right. But yeah. So, I mean, unless you move to the second space, at which point it wouldn't have launched at you, it would have just tried to hit you.
Either way, have it shoot at me as I'm coming in.
Okay.
So yeah, shoot me up.
Okay. So this pellet.
Yeah.
Oh, scrappy damage roll. So you take 5 radiant damage. As it pellet hits you. What are you doing on your turn?
Mine or Linnaeus?
Either.
I'm going to hit it with a mace
Okay.
in the face.
Mace in the face.
Has it been more than 10 minutes since we went below deck?
Yes. That wasn't very good.
No.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
What is Kater doing?
Kater will toss the torch into the corner of the room as he steps forward, draws out his short sword, and rages.
All right. Is that all the? There we go. Damn, 20 will hit.
9 piercing.
All right. You're slashing away at it. It will, I guess, just return the. Can't shoot at you anymore, so it'll. It's gonna try to smack you again with his. It's not with advantage. Keep giving myself advantage, but
Still hits.
18 hits.
Although, are you swinging? Or are you?
Yeah,
shooting?
this is a branch.
Got it. It's
Not
the same
shooting.
roll though, so got it.
Oh yeah. I clicked the. It wasn't supposed to happen. It's because I typed it in wrong. Sorry. No, it was not launching. It was smacking you with a branch.
Got it. It rolled a 15 base, so it hit either way.
Yeah, it's still a +3, so it's still 18 hit. So it will hit you for 3.
That is 1.
All right. Mace.
Mace. How about 12?
Miss.
All right.
You're getting closer though.
That's good.
You're distracting it.
Draw out the dagger during this attack. 13 to hit, and then a 20 to hit.
20 hits, 13 misses.
Okay. This is 4 piercing damage.
4 piercing. Okay. All right. Yeah, feel this ship lurch,
Really?
but it's still here, and it's still gonna hit you with a branch again. Again, ignore the
That time it will miss.
14 is a miss. All right. Mace again.
Closer.
All right.
Good.
Next round, you should get it. Oh, well, I don't know if there'll be a next round.
I assume those hit.
Yeah.
The 12 and 3, so 15.
15 is more than 13. So you slash it away, and it kind of just falls away into its seat, and then there's definite lurch of the ship as it,
Start running.
Yeah.
20, 25, 30. And then next round we'll make the jump onto the other ship and start cutting ropes.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean, you make it. We'll save the epic jump. And just you have the ropes there, so help.
We can't beat Elenius's jump, so let's just.
Right.
Excuse me. What is
Children's jump.
Keldrin's jump?
Right.
Still getting all you elves figured out.
First of all, he's a half elf, but yeah.
Basically the same.
Hang on, let me do this and yeah, we're coming aboard. I think the ship was actually oriented the other way, but it's okay. And then let me put y'all here so you can see where we are. That should be everybody on there now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yep,
Vote.
Nice.
their boat.
Wait,
So
where is Langley?
Oh yeah, he got tossed over.
Oh, he's on. I forgot to move his token. He's on there too.
Okay, good.
I'll move his token over there.
We saw the various ships.
So as we land on the ship, ropes are cut away. The ship continues actually to fire on the other ship. You notice that these lizard folk they have a kind of a brownish yellowish skin tone to them. Josh, or Keldrin, you notice that one of them that's firing one of the ballistas, or firing the ballista, has looks like a tangerine hanging from his belt.
Knew it. The tangerine.
And as you're kind of getting your bearings, and they're like just focused on the ship. There he is. A different looking lizard man steps out, and he steps out and he looks at all of you and he says in Draconic, "Who are you?" And that's where we'll stop.
Cool.
Love it.
Lizard mans.
Epic sea battles. The sea battles, ship battles,
Yeah.
sky battles.
Steam battles in the sky.
That's right.
Cool. All right. Well, if you're hanging out with us, which at least one person chatting with us, which was super cool. It was great to see somebody in the chat
Thanks.
checking in with how things are going on. You know, how things are going with us, and well, great. Everything's great. But yeah, we should be back next week with some Scion, and then back in 2 weeks to find out what these lizard folk on their cool tree ship, because this is a cool plant ship, not like that plant ship we were just on. This is a much better plant ship. Find out what they're up to. So yeah, we'll see you next week for some Scion, and in 2 weeks for some more Oblivion. Thanks everybody. Good night.